Well, Keith, both Ahmaud Arbery's parents, they seem to like that anxiety that they've said they felt over the past year and a half, specifically the past month here for this trial. They seemed as if that had subsided, and they could not stop smiling as I talked to them this afternoon. We know in court, Marcus Arbery Sr., that's of course Arbery's father, he leapt up and cheered as the verdict was read. Wanda Cooper Jones, Arbery's mother, she folded into her hands and into her body and started crying as the verdict was read. They both tell me they've waited so long for this day.
Today was a day that I thought that wouldn't come because the days were so dark early in the case. We went from the 23rd of February to the 7th of May. That was 74 days without an arrest. Then we went from arrest to indictments. I mean, the road to justice for Ahmaud was very, very long. It was very, very stressful, but we finally made it. We finally got justice for Ahmaud.
I just told them I give all glory to God, and I'm thanking God for a guilty verdict. My son got justice.
And that you had waited so long.
So long. Yes.
So long.
So long.
You can only imagine how
yes.
Marcus and Wanda felt. I mean, to us, it's a news story. It's a case. It's a hashtag.
Mm-hmm.
But you understand, that is his baby boy.
Yes.
His flesh and blood.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was gut-wrenching when you heard that just moment of exhilaration where they proclaimed that guilty. Guilty.
Yes.
And Marcus was overcome with emotion and had to leave the courtroom.
That was, of course, Arbery's father's attorney standing there with him, Benjamin Crump. And both of his parents, Arbery's parents, tell me initially when they heard it was a mostly white jury, they were nervous, but they said they had faith that no matter the skin color of the jurors, they would find justice for their son. Keitha?
Thanks for that, Kaylee. Tracy, now following the convictions, we also heard from the prosecutor in this case, Linda Dunikoski, as well as the attorney for William Bryan, Kevin Goff. Let's listen to what they had to say.
We had so many people on the team that helped to bring justice for Ahmaud and his family. And we really, really appreciate the support that we had and the faith from Mr. Arbery, okay, and from Ms. Wanda Cooper Jones, who have been with us and have put their faith in us and trusted us to bring justice for Ahmaud.
Sometimes, you know, we go to court, we're disappointed with the verdicts, but we have to respect the verdicts and we have to respect the work of the jurors in the case, even if we disagree with the result, even if we disagree with the law that was charged or the facts that were admitted or not admitted. Our Constitution, our system of government depends on respect for the rule of law. So while I'm disappointed, and I know Roddy is crushed and his family are crushed, you know, we have a process, and that process includes appeal. We'll file a motion for new trial on behalf of Mr. Bryan next week.
You just heard there from William Bryan's attorney. He says he does plan to file an appeal. In fact, we heard from our First Coast News legal analyst, LaFonda Middleton. We'll likely see an appeal filed for all of the men who were convicted today. The next step in this process is sentencing.